this video, we will answer the following 3 questions. 1, what is the average life expectancy of a pet rabbit? 2, what is the evidence behind this information? 3, how can you use this information to help your rabbit live a better quality and quantity of life? Then we will provide the top 3 tips to help your rabbit live a longer and healthier life. Right into the first question. What is the average life expectancy of a pet rabbit? Now, I just want to explain that I'm going to give you the average life expectancy. I'll give you that number, but that number is a combination of both males and females, spayed females, neutered males, and unspayed females, and not neutered males. So the only reason that you're really going to use that statistic of what the average life expectancy is if you don't know if your rabbit is a male or a female, and you don't know if your rabbit has been spayed or neutered. 4.3 years. So 4.3 years is the average life expectancy for a pet rabbit. Males live for average at 5.2 years, and females live an average of only 3.7 years. Now, just to let you know, this is a statistic that combines both spayed female bunnies with unspayed and neutered male rabbits with not neutered male rabbits. This also combines rabbits that live both inside and outside, as well as hybrid housing situations. So this is a statistic that combines all sorts of things together and puts in that average. The second question is, what is the evidence behind this information? So where did I get this information, and where can you find this information where you can actually look this up and read the study yourself? So this is a study from the United Kingdom. It was on 6,349 rabbits. You can find this entire study on the National Institute of Health, the United States government official website. It's part of the National Library of Medicine, National Center for Biotechnology Information, PubMed Central. So if you look up morbidity and mortality of domestic rabbits under primary veterinary care in England, that is the name of this study that you are going to find this information and a lot more detailed information in. This study was actually from September. It was published in September of 2019, so it's about 5 years old for information. So the third question is, how can you use this information to help your rabbit live a better quality and a better quantity of life? Another way of looking at that is saying, how can I help my rabbit be healthier, and how can I help my rabbit live longer? So there's 3 tips that I'm going to share with you that go a long way to actually help your rabbit live a healthier and longer life. The first is have a vet and take your rabbit to the veterinarian for care when it's needed. So we're pretty fortunate with rabbits. Rabbits don't usually need a lot of injections, and so there's not a lot of upkeep in that department for rabbits. However, establishing a relationship with a veterinarian who is at least familiar with rabbits is a good place, because sometimes, because rabbits are prey animals, they don't show their sickness, and by the time we do see they're sick, they could have actually been sick for quite a bit longer. So having that vet that you can call, even if it's just for questions, that's the person you really need to go to for rabbit care. The next tip number 2, is have a proper environment for your rabbit. Now, when you think about the rabbit has really only been domesticated for about 200 years, and that's according to the textbook of rabbit medicine. That's where that statistic comes from. So these aren't really animals that are as long domesticated as a cat or as a dog. And cats, honestly, they're probably semi-domesticated, but we can talk about that later. So a proper environment. That means proper housing, proper hides, proper exercise, proper air quality, proper sunlight. The environment in which your rabbit lives in has a huge impact on the health of your rabbit. So just because a rabbit lives outside doesn't mean it's in a poor environment. Just because a rabbit lives inside does not mean it is a well cared for rabbit. well cared for rabbit. There is a huge difference in the actual care that a rabbit gets in its environment. So a rabbit can live in a house but have poor access to sunshine and therefore have low vitamin D levels. A rabbit can live outside and have the exact same thing. So we really want to be careful with the environment. The third tip to help your rabbit live a longer and healthier life is proper nutrition. So the first thing that you can do is always make sure that your rabbit has access to water. There's many different ways that you can give your rabbit access to water, and all of them require monitoring. So give your rabbit nice, clean, fresh water. The next is make sure that they have some sort of hay, some sort of chew. Rabbits' teeth are always growing. Sometimes the rabbit's teeth can wear unevenly, so this is where having a vet is a very helpful thing, but always make sure your rabbit has the ability to chew on something. You want to make sure there's always something in your rabbit's stomach because that's how they were designed. They were designed to have full stomachs, and their digestive system is sensitive to if they don't have something in their stomach. So also, you want a variety of fruits, veggies, vegetation. You want a variety. So something as simple as pellets, that's great. That's a great place to start. But also we can do better for our rabbits. Plus, when you feed them a healthy mix of fresh vegetation, that has water content in it. That water content is how rabbits in the wild naturally get a large part of their water from the plants that they eat. So it's quite natural that if you start feeding your rabbit a bit more fresh things, you want to be careful with it as always, but a bit more fresh vegetation with water in it, you will notice that they might actually stop their drinking of water just because of the vegetation that you fed them. 3 questions and answers, and also the 3 tips to help your rabbit live a healthier and longer life. Thanks.